Laker Vision, Quarantine Edition, Feature Week. In journalism, a feature is an in-depth research article on anything that the reporter chooses, usually related to a current event or something that they're interested in. This week, here at Laker Journalism, we decided to dedicate the entire week to features, where each reporter chose a topic that they were interested in and wrote an article, which you can find at thelakercurrent.org, and made their own video to be featured in this week's edition of Laker Vision. To start, we have Sarah Jannings, who decided to go in depth on the importance of healthy eating and how we can expand healthy eating options to students at Lake Michigan Catholic.
Diet soda.
Childhood obesity is a serious problem across the United States, putting children at risk for poor health. Many children go about their day eating unhealthy and sugar-filled snack options or meals that do not give them the energy they need to complete their schoolwork or participate in after-school activities. It's something that most of us are guilty of. It's so easy to choose the delicious brownie or cookie at a school lunch over a nice yogurt or salad. Poor eating habits can not only lead to health and energy complications, but also mood swings, lack of motivation, and tiredness. We all experience a lack of motivation and dedication to our schoolwork at times, but did you ever think it is partly due to what you eat? The promotion and implementation of healthier food and fresh produce options into children's lives will not only help them make their days more successful, but also assist in making the world a more productive place to live. According to CDC, schools can adopt policies and practices that help young people eat more fruits and vegetables, eat fewer foods and beverages that are high in added sugars or solid fats, and increase daily minutes of physical activity. Actions like this can also contribute towards lowering the curve of childhood obesity statistics each year and increase in students' daily performance in the classroom and on the athletic field. Sophomore Connor Stooks stresses the importance of healthy eating as he stated, "I feel that healthy eating is extremely important. I eat gluten-free and organic foods along with lots of water because if you want the most performance academically and athletically, you must provide your body with the correct and helpful food and choices. In order to see results with your mind and body, you must feed it what will help it do its job best." More than ever due to the coronavirus pandemic, healthy eating isn't about strict limitations and cutting out foods. It's about eating a wide variety of foods in the right moments to give your body what it needs. As we are stuck at home during this period of social distancing, I know the temptation of opening a bag of chips to munch on all day long, rather than choosing the carrots and grapes in the fridge. It's important now more than ever to make sure we are intaking the proper nutrients to give our body the energy it needs to perform our online schoolwork or do work from home. Senior Emily Lage relates to others who may be struggling to eat healthy during this time of social distancing, as she stated, "Keeping a healthy diet is harder when I'm home all day. However, I've trained myself to wake up early and get a good workout in so I stay active, and I always make sure to eat a good breakfast so I'm in a good mood the rest of the day." Naturally, healthy food options can be found for sale at grocery stores anywhere, and usually for a reasonable price. However, there are other viable options if you're looking where to get the best food to implement a healthy diet into your life. In the case of Southwest Michigan, there are farms and farm markets in every town. As I come from a farming family myself, I can testify that farm fresh produce truly does taste different. Farm markets such as Jolly Orchards and Pickett's Farm Market and Bakery, my family's farm, are primarily open between the middle of May and the end of October, all depending on when produce starts to come in season. In the example of my family's farm, we grow a wide variety of fruits and vegetables such as bell peppers, cantaloupe, cauliflower, cucumbers, jalapeno peppers, chard cherries, tomatoes, watermelon, yellow squash, and zucchini. All this produce is sold at our market during the respective season duration and shipped out to large-scale companies such as Herons and Meijer across the United States and even in our local area. Produce that we do not personally grow is purchased from other local farms in our area, so we can offer a wide variety of produce to our potential customers who come to our market. Overall, there is a wide variety of produce grown right here in Southwest Michigan. And if you're looking to help reduce the strikingly high numbers of childhood obesity and improve your physical and mental health, what better time to start than now?
Thanks, Sarah.
And now we have Diego Neria, who was interested in finding out how athletes are staying busy while their spring sports seasons have been canceled. So he went out to see how they were staying active and staying entertained during this tough time at home.
Thank you, Katie and Will. Ever since COVID-19 came to life, all sports events have been canceled until further notice, making us wonder, what are athletes doing right now during this global pandemic? Athletes from the NBA and even professional soccer players have been showing us through the internet how talented they are and why they are such great athletes in every sport. Stephen Curry leaks his secret talent by golfing in a video he posted on Instagram, which shows him making a trick shot with a golf ball and a golf club. He's not the only superstar that is showing off his amazing skills. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain from the soccer team Liverpool is showing us how to work out, but not by lifting, but by dancing. He has been working on some sweet moves with his new girlfriend and singer Pierre Edwards. Even the women's Yukon basketball team have been showing us their dance skills while practicing safe distancing. Speaking of workouts, many athletes have tried to stay fit during the corona by turning a certain part of their house as a workout space. NBA star Serge Ibaka from the Toronto Raptors is keeping us in shape by staying at home and working out. Other NBA stars have been thinking outside the box by joining an interactive app called TikTok. Memphis rookie Ja Morant has taken the TikTok world by storm and has expressed his feelings about the postponement of the NBA season. Earlier this month, he posted a video of him walking out of his room with his uniform while listening to his pre-game music. I've also had the time to interview senior Jay Koenig to see what he's doing during this world pandemic. He said, "I've been going to bed late, waking up late, doing outside activities as much as possible, and watching shows, especially TikTok. It has been a crazy last 3 months with all these postponements and cancellations, and we are hoping to see everything back on and working by the end of the summer." Back to you, Katie and Will.
Next up is senior editor Melanie Kibler, who has plans to join the Coast Guard after graduation. Her feature sought to find out how exactly the different branches of the U.S. military are reacting to the recent pandemic.
Every day, the news gives us more stories about the coronavirus pandemic, but we don't really get any stories about what different branches of the military are doing. The most common branch to hear about would probably be the Army, because they are in charge of the National Guard. Now, the National Guard has been doing anything in their power to get people food or get medical personnel supplies. They have also been charged with going to certain places such as hospitals, daycares, various other places, and sanitizing everything. Another common branch of the military to hear about during this time is the Navy. E3, Esther Tyrell is going to talk a little bit about.
A lot of the stuff that, for the help the morale, a lot of that has stopped. Like, for example, we used to have bingo night. We used to have, we used to have karaoke night over here. But other than that, it stopped. I'd say, yeah, a lot of it's been morale and not fear, but high caution.
Thank you, Esther. Due to this whole pandemic, there are many military personnel who are not able to get home from being overseas. To talk a little bit more about that is former Colonel Gregory Johnson.
I have a lot of friends who are deployed overseas. They're all pilots, and they got stuck. They're not allowed to enter the country, or at least as of last week, they were not allowed to enter the country unless the Secretary of the Air Force approved it. And if they did come back, they immediately had to go to a 14-day quarantine at their home. So those who were stranded overseas, the Secretary of the Air Force, the top Air Force, actually civilian, has to approve the redeployment of Air Force officers.
And finally, recruitment in all branches has significantly changed due to the fact that they can't go out and see people. So here to talk about that is Chief Bill Pullins from the Coast Guard.
as far as recruiting goes, we're still recruiting. We just can't go out to schools because they're all closed. Can't go out to any, outreach events because there is no festivals or fairs going on right now. We can't go to any, like, Skills USA was canceled. All those things where you would go and find some people, you can't go to those anymore. So you're kind of just answering the phone calls or reaching out to people that you've already talked to in the past. We haven't been able to go out and talk to anybody new. The only people that are calling are people that have already known about the Coast Guard, right?
Back to you, Will and Katie.
And that's it for Feature Week of this version of Earth. And that's it for Feature Week on this edition of Laker Vision Quarantine Edition. I'm Katie.
And I'm Will.
And this has been Laker Vision.
I break that, by the way.